Welcome to Discipleship 24/7. I'm your host, Mr. Blake, and Thanksgiving is approaching. As we gather together around the table to cook a meal, share a meal with our family. And the question I have for all of us, even now, even during all the things that we're going through during this pandemic, is what are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? And I know that's kind of hard to stop and think about it, or it's hard to even just make a list, or make even count your blessings, right? It's hard because many of us are like, well, there's all this stuff that we're focused on, all these things that we're focused on, and it's we're focused on. I think it's easy to focus on the negative, focus on the items that are, what's happening around us, I think. And so it's easier for the list to have, more negative than positive. It's like making a pros and cons list. There's more cons than there is pro. I mean, let's be real. Some of us are still facing trials and adversities. Some of us are being discouraged. Some of us are facing obstacles in our life. Some of us are facing roadblocks. And it's like, how the heck can we like find a blessing? How the heck can we find Thanksgiving? How the heck can we do that? It's hard. I get it. But as Thanksgiving comes, we should have that day and share a meal with our family and really look around the table. Really just sit there, and hopefully your favorite items at the table, right? Hopefully your tradition, family tradition item is there, right? And just hopefully we could, just take a moment to take time out from the world. Take a time out. Say, hey, time out. Time out. And hopefully when you're watching this video, hopefully right now, hopefully you could get a piece of paper and really look at, blessings. Look at Thanksgiving as a whole. As a whole. And perhaps you could start now. Thanksgiving we got several days before Thanksgiving happens, but I just want to encourage everyone to get into a Thanksgiving mode, a Thanksgiving mood. It's just, let's get it going, because it's easy for us to get in a funk. It's easiest just to focus on the negative things. It's easy for us just to wander around lost and despair. And I'm reminded in the book of Ezekiel, he was facing discouragement. He was facing it. And I think he came to a point where he shouted out to the Lord, enough. I have enough. And yet, when we look at Ezekiel, we find encouragement in Ezekiel. We find God takes care of him. God takes care of him. And we realize that perhaps God can do the same to you. We need to be like Ezekiel sometimes. Approach God, and cry out what is really going on in our life. Cry out, what is the thing that's bothering us? Cry out, what is the thing that we are struggling with here, right now in this moment, during 2021? And, what is it that we're struggling with? What is our prayer? What is our request? What is our need? And just cry out like Ezekiel. And I think when we do, we're going to get that off our chest and maybe take down those barriers that are causing us to perhaps count our blessing, count our thanksgiving. So in a nutshell, we need to work on part 2. And that is really spend some time with a paper and pen and really see, what are we thankful for? Really count our blessings. What are we really grateful for right now in this spot? What are we grateful for, what God has done the last few weeks, last few months, the last several years? I know it's going to be a challenge for some of us to sit down and write a note of thanksgiving, a note of blessings. But I think we need to do this. We need to take time and really share, what are we thankful for? What are we grateful for? What are we so blessed to have in our life? And I encourage everyone to do this. Work on this. I mean, after all, Thanksgiving is a few days away. And Thanksgiving, the word thanks means, what are we thankful for? What are we ready to acknowledge and be, the gratitude, things that happen in our lives? And so again, a great exercise for us to jot down Thanksgiving, to jot down a note of thanksgiving, a word of encouragement, a word of thankful, a word of grateful, a word that represents blessing, a word that shares the true meaning and definition of thanks in Thanksgiving. One of the things that I've done over the years in ministry is, it seems like Thanksgiving is a skipped holiday. It seems like we skip it. We go from Halloween, harvest, and straight to Christmas. It seems that we skip Thanksgiving. And then on that note, it's kind of, hard to find cards that are Thanksgiving cards. It's hard. There's Halloween cards now, and then there's Christmas cards. And it's hard to find Thanksgiving cards. And so what I've done in ministry is, over the years, make my own card. And that's using my hand print. And so you just take your hand, my hand's kind of big, and you trace it on a paper and you draw, using your hand, a turkey, using your hand on paper. Now, it kind of seems kind of weird. In fact, some people have asked me when they receive my Thanksgiving card, they're like, is that your hand? Yes, I trace my hand, draw you a Thanksgiving turkey to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and praying that everyone in the family is encouraged at the Thanksgiving table. And so something to let you do, something to let you think about, is to create your own Thanksgiving card, your own Thanksgiving note to someone, to encourage someone, to let them know that you're praying for them. Let them know that you're thinking about them. Let them know that you appreciate what they've done in your life, as a word of, I am blessed and grateful for you. Because Thanksgiving cards are kind of rare to find. And so, as we think about the things today, as we think about it, we have time this week to really share, what are we blessed to have in our lives? What are we thankful for? What are we grateful for? What are we praising God and thanking God for? And maybe think about someone you can make that Thanksgiving card. And who knows, create your own card. What does Thanksgiving come to your mind? What's in your mind as an image, as a picture, as a word when you hear Thanksgiving, when you think about Thanksgiving? And so think about someone you can encourage this week, someone you can bless, and just say, hey, happy Thanksgiving, covering you in prayer. Thank you for being my brother or sister in Christ. Thank you for encouraging me. And I think that is going to be an awesome Thanksgiving. An awesome Thanksgiving. This at the table. My name is Mr. Blake. Thank you for watching Discipleship 24/7. I hope your favorite Thanksgiving meal / side dish is at the table this year. And I hope everyone has a chance to gather together as a family, to share a meal, to share grateful stories, to share Thanksgiving, to share memories, just to share laughter, hope, peace, love at the table, and that we not forget the true meaning of Thanksgiving during that time, during that holiday. Covering all in prayer. Thank you for watching Discipleship 24/7. Hope this has been encouraging. My name is Mr. Blake. Be sure to check out other sources that we have, such as Facebook and also WordPress, that you can be encouraged besides this video. There's other resources we have available through our social media. Again, happy Thanksgiving. And again, what are you thinking when Thanksgiving pops in your mind? Have a blessed day, blessed week. Mr. Blake, Discipleship 24/7.